Hi, everybody. This is Jason Hour, the Hour of Power. I'm here to talk to you about skanktees.com. Skanktees is an adult blog and website. They also have really badass t-shirts and badass hoodies. It's not the average website. It's got some adult content, but it's a little dirty and a lot of fun. So remember, skanktees.com, SKANKTEES.com.
Hey, everybody. It's Eddie Ift. I just wanted to thank you for the donations. They're still coming in, and we appreciate it. That's what gets the show going. We have a lot of expenses here. You might not think so because of the low production value of our show, but you wouldn't believe it. There's like 8 people in this room working on the show, and they work hard to keep the website going, edit the show, put up all the photos, maintain the Facebook page, and take care of all the stunts and things and work on the show. So please help us by donating. Go to jimandeddytalkshit.com. You can donate. You get stuff like DVDs, CDs, posters, T-shirts, autographed T-shirts and posters. You get to, if you pay enough money, like $500, Jason will write a song about you. And if you've heard some of his songs, some of them are not so good. But some of them are. Some of them are really good.
Thanks, Eddie.
Yeah. So most of them aren't good, though. But
in my defense,
no, there's no defense.
I had an argument.
There's no defense here.
Eddie.
No, we got to finish. Jason,
Okay.
We got to get the show going. That's how you shut him up. So go to jimandeddytalkshit.com. You can also find our YouTube page where there's lots of videos on there, our Twitter, our Facebook, and Stitcher. Go to Stitcher and listen to it. I say that's the best place to listen to the show. You go to Stitcher, it downloads automatically. It doesn't even download you. It's like a live stream. And also, if you want to find me, I'm going to be in Marco Island, Florida, performing at Off the Hook Comedy Club December 8th to 11th. I'll be at, I'm no longer at the Tropicana in Las Vegas. That is canceled. I'm not there. But actually, I'm at the Lake Ontario Playhouse on the 1st, or on New Year's Eve, the 30th and 31st. I'm at the Ice House in Pasadena, January 13th to 14th, and I'm at the House of Comedy in Minneapolis, Minnesota, January 18th to 22nd. Also, I'm coming back to Australia, Adelaide, Australia. I am doing the Fringe Festival, so I will be there. Look for my brand new show that I'm doing there. Jim is not here tonight, but you can see Jim at the Grove in Anaheim, December 30th. He'll also be at the Improv in Washington, D.C., February 10th. And let's just start the show right now.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless are their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie talk shit.
So anyways, what I was saying, no, but honestly, Adam, I think Adam may back me up. I know Lalit will. But sometimes, bad art just needs to be done,
And tell me why.
Someone's got to do it.
Did we start the show with this?
I don't know.
It wasn't a really good way to start the show.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I completely understand, but I think some of your songs are good. Like the song, like the Jim and Eddie.
Talk shit.
Yeah, that's good. But one of our listeners actually just sent in a jingle that he thought would be good. And is there a way we can hook this up?
I think I may have seen this.
It
It didn't excite me.
didn't?
Nah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Jason has the ability to write songs that don't rhyme at all. Adam.
So did Bob Dylan.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
The answer, my friend,
you
is
guys-
blowing
And
in the wind.
Radiohead
answer is
uses
blowing in.
asynchronous. It's a choice.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're exactly
You don't
the same.
sound like either of them.
I don't want to.
Yeah, but like that song that you sang about the couple and the engagement.
You didn't like it?
Put it this way, I want to check on them. A guy paid $500 to have Jason write a song so that he could propose to his wife or his fiance or whatever, girlfriend. And
That's a good one.
thinking that was like a great way to propose. And Jason wrote a song and played the song, and we played it on the show last week. And I have a feeling she said no.
It's funny. Today, I looked. I got a review today on iTunes for that song.
And what did it say?
It said it sounded like Dave Matthews being raped. I don't like Dave Matthews. 5 stars. Like it really had 5 stars. It was like, what the fuck?
I like that song, Jason. I think you did a really good job with that one.
Lily, why are you being nice to him?
Because he played it for me before he officially finished it or something. I don't know, but it made me a little teary-eyed. I was like, I heard Jason's heart come out into it. I was like, There's a lot of love there.
I actually
And
cried when I
sadness.
wrote it.
It was mostly sadness.
Oh my
No,
god.
I cried when I wrote it. Like when he was like, it kind of made me all like, oh, I remember when I believed in marriage and hope.
Wasn't his wife a lesbian for a bit too?
Yeah, she went away for 8 years and munched tacos.
There you go.
And then came back to him. Maybe your wife is going to come back someday. If you keep writing these songs, you have a chance. He made me. I came in I was in Dayton, Ohio all week, and I came back last night, and I was like, when I get back, I've got to like do washing. I got to like eat something. I just get off a plane, and I'm trying to do something, and Jason's going, "Do you want to hear my new song? Do you want to hear my new song? Do you want to hear my new
I
song?"
was excited.
And I was like, Jason, I'll hear your song after I finish what I'm doing right now. And I look, and he's already setting it up and connecting it. And then he just hits play without me telling him to. And then I look around the corner, and he's peering around the corner at me with this smile, like, "Do you like it? Do you like it?" And I got to say, the new song is pretty good, but no rhyming.
There's rhyming.
No rhyming. You got to learn to rhyme.
There's rhyming in that song.
Do we have this hooked up?
Hi,
to
Adam.
How's
You
it
guys
going?
let me know when the show starts.
Adam, come in and jump in, please.
It did.
Jesus.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is-
Jeez.
Oh,
Christ.
this happens a lot lately. Where
There's
we
like a guy who was just touching a bunch of knobs and another guy hooking to the computers nonchalantly.
It's called
There's
a
no sense of urgency at all.
Yeah, you're gonna see it when our second guest comes in here and sits here for like an hour. Like, what the fuck? When do I get to go on? Yes, welcome to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. We are minus Jim again because Jim is off in Portland, Oregon, filming his sitcom. But I have a co-host tonight. One of our favorite guests came by to stop by, Adam De La Pena, who we love having here because he likes to pick on Jason just as much as we do. Adam is here. He's also promoting his new. It's a. Would you call it a TV show? What is it?
It's a show that's only on Xbox Live and MSN. It's called Your Dungeon My Dragon, and if you like video games and 16-bit animation, I mean, who doesn't? It's pretty much the only place to be.
So check that out, and we're gonna try to find a way that we can get Jason on the show as a character. We want it's all pretty like advanced characters, but we just want him as himself in it.
Okay, as himself?
Yeah, just him. Just like don't animate.
Can
him.
we explode him?
Yes.
Okay.
Every episode, like Kenny.
Then
just
he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, you miss Jim a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I miss him.
He told me last night he really misses Jim because they sit here and play video games together all the time.
He's funny too.
Adam, would you play video games with
Jim
Jason?
or Jason?
With Jason.
With Jason, I play video games with Jason. Yeah. Sure,
What do you
why
play?
not?
What's your thing?
What's my thing?
Yeah, what do you
I
like
play a lot of stuff.
Do you like
play-
Fight Night 4?
No, I don't actually.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not into the martial arts.
No. It's EA. It's the boxing one.
No, but when I do it, it has to be. I have to do martial arts, like real martial
Mortal
arts.
Kombat?
I have to really get into it.
No.
Huh?
Do you like Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's good. Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of the tons of games. I used to run an arcade, so like,
Did you
that's
really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I ran the UCLA arcade for many years. The biggest arcade. It was the best job.
So you had like free access to
Free,
What was your oldest
That's what I would
girlfriend?
tell all the ladies. I would be like, any quarter game I can hook you up with. Anyone.
I have tokens.
Yeah, I have tokens. I had a key that got me in, and I could just hit the credit button. I don't even need tokens.
That's pretty cool. We had when I was growing up, we had a jukebox in our house, so I knew we had jukebox and Miss Pac-Man, and I knew where the button was.
In your house?
Yeah.
Tough life.
I had an Atari 2600 in like 1990.
So I found the place to reset them. You know, like you can reset a game or you can reset the jukebox. And it was the greatest thing to ever learn, and that was to reset a jukebox because you can be in. Now I can be in any fucking bar when there's a jukebox playing, and I'm just like, I fucking hate this song. And I just walk by and go. Gloop.
Yeah, that's a skill that keeps on giving. Something I don't teach in
I
schools.
think Miss Pac-Man was the most popular one, actually. She was more popular than Pac-Man.
I spent so much time on that fucking Miss Pac-Man machine. I like made the fuses melt.
Yeah.
I was worse than Jim with this pinball machine.
Did you have a chocolate fountain at your house too?
No, Lindsay.
You make it sound like the best.
Lindsay,
ever.
we weren't rich. I had a brother with cancer, and it was donated to us.
No, I'm an asshole.
You guys let me know when the show starts.
Hi, Adam.
I'm ready.
Today's guest, Adam De La Pena.
Yeah.
Why don't you do an hour of power with him? Did you do it with him last time?
Did I do an hour of power with you?
No.
Did he interview you?
No. Last time I saw him, he was he was swinging a stick around, showing me martial art, showing martial arts in the Midwest.
It wasn't a stick. It was a tennis ball thrower, actually. I think.
I'm sorry. What the hell was I thinking?
Funny you say that.
Sorry, Bob Dylan. I don't know what a stick is.
Yeah, Jason has now compared himself to Bob Dylan
I did
and
not.
Radiohead.
Yeah.
Yes, you have, because neither one of them rhymes their songs.
I drew examples of other people in the industry that
Now you're
Don't
saying you're in an
always-
industry. Okay.
Yeah.
You're your own industry.
I've sold at least a song
That's
professionally.
right.
That puts me in the door.
That's true. But usually like an assembly line of songs is like more than one song. It's like if one came out of the Magic Factory, you'd be like, that's one song.
Yeah, I swung a golf club. That doesn't make me a professional golfer. I'm not on the tour.
No. Selling a song,
Mm-hmm.
actually selling it is different than swinging a golf
Right.
club. That's actually like teeing off the first hole in the tournament.
No, it doesn't count, Jason. Just because you sold a song doesn't put you in the industry.
I got the tee off.
Weren't we
Yeah,
gonna
that's right.
listen to something?
All
Yeah, do we have the new jingle? I think this is going to replace your song.
That's fine.
So did someone send this in to like
Yeah.
battle with you? on your
Kind of, I
song?
think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the guy's name? It's always nice when we mention our
I love
family.
how we're
Ash
so
Hunter.
positive. You know, we
His
always
name's
just
Ash
focus on the
Hunter?
positive things here.
All right, let's hear it.
Two fellas on a couch do some sitting.
That's
They
fine.
open up their mouths and do some shitting.
It's not bad.
One says
What are you-
to the other, here's a prick. And the other one says, hatred dick. And that's just Jim and Eddie talking shit.
These are professional artists right there. That was a professional artist.
I don't know you that well, man. But when somebody comes in with some stuff that's gonna replace your stuff, don't say it's not bad.
I don't give a fuck.
Start railing against it as soon as you can.
That shows lack of confidence.
No, that shows a guy who's gonna get a song
That's like
replaced
making
in like 10
fun of
days.
a guy in front of a girl because you like her.
Yeah, those guys
No.
win.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, in the general scheme of life, they do. But there they
Play
go,
the
right?
talking shit theme. Can you do that, please?
Oh God, we've all heard it. They
Jason,
heard it.
they just heard it. The listeners just heard it. It was just on.
Do you want to sing it a cappella? for
Yeah,
everybody?
sing it a cappella for us.
I'll give you a drum beat.
Yeah, give him a drum beat.
Dun, dun, dun,
I hate you. I'll suck it.
dun, 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 dun.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay.
All
Nothing like
way-
Radiohead
way
or
to
Bob
run
Dylan.
it. Yeah,
For the record.
boy, that's industry shit, right there. You are in the
You're
industry.
underground right now,
You
Jason.
shut up, Lily.
Oh,
Fuck yourself, Jason.
he is mad at Lily.
Ooh.
Why are
Yeah.
you so mad at Lily?
Because yesterday I was at a designer's house and I pulled up the pictures that she sent me, and within 18 seconds he said, "You know, it looks like she needs to do a white balance." And I just remember having this discussion with you a long time ago, and you got enraged at me about it, and da 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 da. You know what?
Yeah.
Still, you could just like use this.
The videos look pretty good, and they're
But
white
just do a
balance.
white balance. That's all.
And those photos were taking in no light, and your dog is black.
Oh,
So there
okay.
needs to be a lot of light on him to make him even appear in a photo. So
But I
you
just
can
thought
tell
it was-
Rich
it was just
that
kinda
he
funny.
can go white balance himself.
You're listening to NPR, White Balance chat. Every day we'll talk about White Balance. We get 15 minutes.
Can we talk about the scent of Jason's dog? Jason's been living in my house, and every time I walk in now, because I don't stay here ever, I stay at my girlfriend's, and I walk in, and it smells like bad deli meat. And I know it's not from bad deli meat because Jason doesn't have food here. Because every time he gets a meal, it has to be from a fondue party or from someone taking him somewhere.
I think I know what it is.
What?
He likes to roll around on the ground by the coffee shop, and I think that's where he's getting all the stuff on him that's just yucky.
You know who else is a fondue man? Bob Dylan. Love fondue.
Who doesn't though?
Who doesn't?
I took Jason out for dinner
It's
last
a perfect meal.
It is.
I took Jason out for dinner last night at El Tarasco's, the Mexican restaurant. And I noticed, like, we got dinner, they brought us the check, and he doesn't even do that move that
Yeah,
girls
where he
do when you're on a
tries.
date where they go for the, like, to fake that they're going to pay. Jason just sits back,
Yeah.
throws his arms to the side, and gloats in his free meal.
Did you know you can die from fondue?
Did you know you can You can die.
No, this is true.
You can't die from changing the subject.
No, I'm still on the original subject. I'm still thinking about the first topic.
How can you die from fondue?
If you eat a lot of fondue and you drink a lot of beverage, like beer, cold beverages, it like you can basically create a block of cheese in your
Are
stomach,
you Googling it, Ray?
and you can fucking have
Who's
some
got a
medical
fondue
problems
machine?
from that.
That listener wrote in and said thanks for the shout out about me Googling everything Jason says. There's a listener. who
Hey,
said,
anybody else
"I
that's
Google
hateful towards me,
everything."
come on in.
He goes-
You're gonna get a shout out just for being mean to
He
me.
goes, I Google everything Jason says. He's wrong 100% of the time.
That's a lie.
When have you been right?
I can't remember right
Schrodinger's
now.
cat.
Google it. Google when he's been right.
Oh,
Yeah.
wrong about that.
Oh wait,
He was
I'm
close.
sure there's some messages about it
About fondue or Bob Dylan or fondue Bob Dylan.
being right.
Oh, being
Wait,
right.
let me find
You
it.
know what though?
Hold on.
Being at peace sometimes is better than being right.
Sure. You listen to NPR. We just discuss white balancing and being at peace.
We were supposed to do the show last night, and I was on a flight from Dayton, and I couldn't get back in time. And so my girlfriend told Jason that we were going to have to switch the show because I wasn't going to make it back. So I wasn't going to be here. Jim wasn't going to be here. And Jason goes, that's fine. Devlin and I will do it.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Well, I said Moncast first. I think I was like, let's do a Moncast.
What happened to our Moncast?
You're going to do the Moncast.
We're gonna do the Moncast.
We're not going to do
Actually, we need to bring it. Ernie had a fantastic idea. I don't know if it's logistical enough, like it would fly or not. But he
Ernie's shaking his head no right now.
no,
Furiously.
no,
Weird.
yes or no. But he said maybe we should do our first Moncast if we're all down there together at Nokia in the green room.
That would be good, but the problem is there's going to be alcohol in the green room, and Jason's going to act like it's his green room, and then anyone there that's from the industry. Of
You tell
any
me that's
kind,
not going to be a good Moncast?
Jason's going to have no, but you're going to be too busy schmoozing the industry, telling us how you're the golden goose.
Maybe you
just
should-
like last year when he did the Nokia and Jason ate all the deli meat. There was nothing left.
I didn't
for
eat all the
anyone.
deli meat. I
You
drank
ate
all the
all the
booze. I
Swiss
didn't eat the
cheese.
meat. No, I ate light and drank heavy.
Who are you, Martha Stewart? What was that?
Jason was like out in the front, like picking out girls, like he was Van Halen, trying to bring them backstage.
No. Remember when you weren't returning you weren't picking up. I was calling you from my phone and you're on the screen. I was watching you on stage. Nobody was talking to you. You were free to take the call. And I called you. You picked the phone out of your pocket. You looked at it and you went, and put it back in your pocket, right? I called you again. You did it and you went, And I called you again and you finally answered. You go, what, Jason? I go, I'm watching you on the monitor. I saw you not take my calls. Do you remember that?
Where was I that you could see me?
I
They
don't know about
were
to go
doing a
on
lighting
stage.
thing, and they were just having you stand on the stage, and they were talking about where they're going to do the spots. This is last year when you opened.
So you were preparing to perform and I don't know why you would have taken a call at that point. You were doing this keynote
Eddie
thing.
doesn't need to prepare to perform. Are you kidding?
You're doing this keynote thing, and they were going to tell you where the lights were going to be so you wouldn't be in the dark, and where the edge of the
No.
stage was so you wouldn't fall off. And I was calling you, and you're being a real jerk.
I'm trying to find the guy that said
Ernie, you let me know when you turn the mics on, okay?
Hi, everybody. This is Jason Hour. Welcome to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries. And
why don't you do an hour of power?
hi, this is Jason Hour. Welcome to today's Hour of Power.
You haven't done one of these in a while.
I'm here with
Oh, I better be
Adam de
quiet.
la Pena. You may know he created such
Let me set it
shows
up.
as-
Let me set it up. Let me set it up.
Is he channeling right
I was
now?
on a
What's going
roll.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you were
it's
just, like, in the
It's okay.
zone.
He gets in the zone. He has to because if he loses focus, it's over. And
Which is what you just did to me.
Yeah, and our
you just broke me channeling somebody else's intellect. Thanks.
Wow.
basically our goal is to ruin it. But Jason told us once that he's the talent of the show and he's the golden goose.
Ooh.
And without him, we
Can
wouldn't
you do
know what
this?
to do.
No.
Why are you rolling your
That's
tongue?
No,
by
I
the way,
created
rolling
it.
your tongue is great on podcasting and radio. It's fantastic. Hey, can you do this? I just did a somersault. You missed it. You couldn't see it.
Can you do this? You see what I just did? No, you didn't even see it either.
You don't blink much either.
What?
The fuck is wrong with
Are you talking to a
pot.
snake? What's going on here?
Are you on mushrooms tonight?
Is my mic even on? It's much
No.
lower
You know,
no,
one of
than
our
everyone
one
else.
of our
phased you
moms
out,
called me
Lindsay.
the other day and said, "Hey,
He called you? Oh, I thought one of the fans called you. I'm like, are you giving out your number now, you desperate fuck? Jason has since he was the
Yeah.
Finally.
Accepting it.
I'm glad you just diagnosed yourself.
I might.
That'd be great if you went into the doctor's office and did like,
Yeah.
I'm a mild schizophrenic with a bit of Asperger. Lilit, as a therapist, do people ever come in and diagnose themselves?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
they'll make suggestions as to what they think they have.
What about Bob?
Do medical doctors always go say, I might? You know what? You might. It's a medical term. You might be really sick, but then again, you might not be.
What now? All the time you spent with Jason, what do you think he has?
I'm still sticking with Asperger's as one of his prominent
It
disorders.
could just be head trauma.
He's well, yeah,
Touche.
exactly.
Touche.
Well,
It may not be any
it
kind
can
of
be caused by
development.
head trauma. You've definitely had some trauma. It's
So
present.
causality.
Reply.
So I'm just curious. Is like if a head injury
Mm-hmm.
creates symptoms that are similar to a disease, do you classify the
Say
Charac-
what? Say what not? Whatever you're saying, say what not at the end.
and
of it.
what not?
Yes.
Is that like
Well,
an
it's like
industry
if-
standard to actually apply?
No, you're
that
talking about something else.
diagnosis to that individual.
Well, the thing
And
is,
whatnot?
if you do have head trauma and
See?
it does affect that part of your brain where you lose, like,
Adam,
your
how's it
hippocampus
been-
is
so you
fucked
got
and you
an
lose
in-
your memory, then yeah, you're gonna have amnesia. Yes, that is a cause.
But is that
So, yeah.
But is that an industry standard?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Is it industry standard?
Like
Is it-
MP3? Is that an industry
That's-
standard?
No, it's MP4s now
Is that industry standard and whatnot?
and stuff.
Is what he has comparable to what Radiohead and Bob Dylan had?
No.
Interesting.
Tom York has a lazy eye though.
Is there something wrong with someone who can't rhyme?
As a musician, yes.
Wait, now there's no. I can rhyme.
Let's hear you
I
rhyme.
did it. Old. This is.
I do it all the
week's
time.
episode.
There you go. I was
Like,
gonna say that. Yeah.
Come
It
on.
was last week's episode. We did rhymes. Remember?
Nope.
I rhymed up and down the room.
That's not rhyming.
Oh, we did a song once though. Remember with the guy and the guitar about Duke and I did one about herpes.
I do rhyme,
He
Eddie.
didn't
You
rhyme,
just
though.
have this thing that you think that I don't, but because you're latching onto a couple things. But I do rhyme
I don't hear it.
all the time.
Either way, you're not successful at either. So
I was successful at being me, so suck it.
You are. Bravo.
That's not your line. Your line is not suck it. You stole that from somebody else.
My old lead singer.
Yeah. So what's your line?
He's not famous.
What-
I can
Get
take
some
his
is
What,
your
what's
line.
your line?
Get some.
Get some.
That's Jason's tagline.
Wow, Jason, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you should have put that on your t-shirt.
I got a better
You should put
t-shirt.
that
I got a better t-shirt thing for you though.
What's that?
Industry standard. There you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is why you have shows.
Under the industry.
This is why you're a successful individual.
I don't know if anybody knows this, but right now Jason currently is employing he's got like a whole group of people, a team working for him, building his website. The Hour of Power site is where he's going to be selling all his merch, all his songs. He's branching out. It's like when the Cosby Show went off and had that own other show with the couple.
Yeah, nobody remembers it. And that's
Yeah.
a bummer.
Yeah, well,
But they do remember Different World.
Yeah. So
You don't, but they do.
yeah. So Jason's got this thing going on where he's going to be selling the T-shirts that Jesse ruined. The
I don't know how somebody can ruin
you-
30 t-shirts.
What did he do?
Eddie,
to
what
them?
did you do to the t-shirt?
Did you guys write on all of them?
should I tell him about my T-shirt?
Well, it's already out there that we know about it because you did it on the show. Eddie went upstairs and what happened was I made a comment. It was like, why don't everybody, if there's such shit, blah blah blah, I'm not gonna sell any. How about you just buy them to wipe your ass with? If that's what you're gonna do, do it. Eddie goes, that's a great idea. He grabs the shirt. It's in the bag behind the shirt that Jesse's taking home tonight.
Okay. I don't know why
And,
it's in the room with me, but that's okay. Go ahead.
That's not industry standard.
He
is it?
takes the shirt up to the bathroom, tries to defecate. He can't.
I pushed really hard.
So he decides to go two
It's okay,
knuckles
you're under
deep
pressure.
in his own anus, right? To get fecal matter on my face.
Right.
So it was a good bit. It was funny.
Right.
But I think the best part is the next week,
Sure.
Eddie was in rectum hell because he had like some kind of allergic reaction
'Cause
to
he
the
fisted
print
his
off the
own
shirt,
asshole.
dude. So in the end, I got him.
Question.
The long
why
con.
Do we,
The
why do
long
we still
con.
have the shirt?
No, that one's in a bag somewhere. Jason,
No, I'm gonna auction that off.
Jason, your shirts.
You guys do this between your charity work.
Yeah, I honestly believe that someone might want an Eddie Ift designer shirt.
Right.
designed by
you should
his.
Yes,
fecal
Jason,
matter.
but you also think if you fall asleep on a plane and wake up in a different place, that's time travel.
That is out of the movie Southland Tales, and that was the girl, the blonde. That was one of her lines when she's talking about the.
So
porn
you even
movie.
steal from them.
No, you just did.
You should have a section on your website, Jason. I'm going to give you some free ideas. These are gold. You should write them down.
Industry standard.
No, I already gave that idea. When I find out your name, I'm going to be pissed. You should have a section on your website that's just things you honestly believe. And then people can go and look at your thoughts, your musings of what you honestly believe. Time travel.
We did that for a while. Jason is.
Yeah, well, here, I think time travel is possible.
So you honestly believe time travel is possible?
Well, it's really not like you can change things, but what you can do is theoretically, I think you can change your relationship with time.
By the way, you don't need to say theoretically when you're talking about time travel.
Is there any way we could send you into the future right now?
We're always going into the future.
No, I want to go to a place like.
No, you can't.
No, we
Well,
can't.
let me see. Let me think.
Well, wait, Jason. I just
Wait a minute. Why was it a definitive answer? Then all of a sudden, no, you can't.
Well,
Wait, hold on.
No, because like
Hold on. That
'cause,
episode
like-
of Quantum
Hey,
Leap.
Jason,
But think about.
there's a wormhole for that.
Hold on. The thing about the future is that the future is a myriad of changing probabilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
In your opinion.
And the
Man.
present and all experience previous has been the final result of the probability, but also compromised by your choice.
I just want to interrupt. This is why when I hang out with them for longer than an hour, I think I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's like, you choose where you are by being there.
Just
right?
to let you know, Adam, he
Yeah.
also predicted on the last episode that Facebook was going to shut
Oh,
down.
but I talked about that.
Because of Anonymous.
When I found out about that, I tweeted that right away. What happened was
I like the right away.
it was a
he's got quite a
small.
following.
You hit the industry.
It was a small faction within the group of Anonymous that wanted to target Facebook.
Now there's splinter groups.
They're fighting. There was a little bit of infighting. This is what the internet says.
Yeah, sure.
And
That's where you get all your info.
On your blogs.
the majority group was telling the individual that was pretty much head of this operation, we're not supporting your operation. Stop using Anonymous as that. And apparently, I don't know about this, but they said that actually a friend of mine who's a coder said that they released that guy's information to the public as well. Like, this is the guy that was
Really?
doing that.
and
they said-
that guy was Bob Dylan.
And the anonymous, their Twitter was like, we don't kill the messenger. That's not our style. Like, Facebook actually still does voice the, we do interact and express there. So.
Well, Pat Chu just wrote in and said on our Facebook page, just saying, I don't hate Jason, I just don't like him. Well, in this episode, Jason 0 lies 2. Facebook was still up on November 5th. Anonymous group said no involvement in PlayStation Network. Jim 1 lies 0. It was reported that during the Beatles show, the lowest crime time was reported.
Good.
Ooh.
But I'm
miss
not
Jim.
responsible for other people's failures to hack a site. I know that I said that they put it out there. Adam, would you please chime in?
Pat is the guy that Googles you too and says his name's Pat Chu, and he said he was surprised that we mentioned him. And he said if you want a whole scorecard for the past 80 episodes, it's like Jason 3, Flase Facts 80, give or take 6.
Uh-huh.
So
That's your standard of error.
What's his name? Pat?
yeah. You gonna go after Pat now? Do
Pat.
you want to threaten him?
Pat.
Jason
Write
threatened
a
a guy.
song.
Jason threatened a guy once,
Pat.
and he came down here and wrestled him.
Wow. You're a gubernacula. A gubernaculum. Look it up.
What happened when you wrestled Luciano?
Gubernaculum.
What is gubernaculum? I don't know, Jason.
It's for Pat.
What does it mean? We're gonna look.
So
it up
Adam,
right
tell
now.
us about your new show. I used
Isn't
to
it the
play
skin
WoW.
between your anus and
No, that's not.
no?
It's the skin between your.
Adam
anus
De La
and
Pena
his
has
anus.
has
It's
a
an area
pilot
that will never ever
that we
connect.
didn't watch. We were supposed to watch it and we didn't.
Hammer in that segue.
Change the subject.
Hey, who likes karate? Eddie, you like karate? Jim's not here. He doesn't like karate. Ernie likes karate. Jason's in for karate. All right.
So, Adam, what'd you have for lunch today?
Karate.
Jason, when he did Shaolin for you, there was another day that I'm driving down the street with my girlfriend, and I see these guys on the street in Venice, not in like a back alley, not in a yard, not in behind a fence. I'm talking on a blatant fucking, and it wasn't just a street corner. It was one of those corners where 3 streets intersect. And I see these guys, what looks like they're imitating the fat Star Wars guy with the lightsaber. And I go, hey, look at these guys up here. They're doing that shit I think that Jason does with a stick. And we pull up, and I just look out the window. I go, wait, that is Jason. And he's with like 3 other guys, and they're stick fighting in the street. So I go to my girlfriend, go around the block, and I get the camera out, and I film them, and I pull up, and I just start filming them. And while they're stick fighting, his sensei, or whatever he's called, goes, I think someone's filming us. I hear him say it. And Jason turns and looks at me and goes, oh, hi, Eddie.
All right, now listen. This is something that interests me. I got to get into this, Jason. You have a sensei here.
No.
Or you're leading these men.
No.
This is a hobo army.
Oh wait.
Either way, I need to know about this stuff.
On
Okay.
Monday, what was
First
it?
of all, hold on. Let me. My recollection of your martial arts was that
Adam.
you said it came from the Midwest, right?
No, I used to study under a guy in the Midwest.
In the Midwest, so it's a
Yes.
Midwest martial art.
Adam,
It's not.
Adam,
Oh, okay.
It's Chinese martial arts.
Adam,
From
it's
the Midwest.
It's a splinter
No.
group of Occupy Venice. They're the violent end of it. They're the ones that are going to really take it to the next level.
So now there's a leader here that you follow.
Devastate Venice.
Say Venice, and you were doing stick fighting.
No. What it is, it's just a social group. What we do is,
So there's no leader.
there's a guy. No, there's one guy. His name is Marcelo,
Okay.
and he is he's an instructor actually within Asanto. Dan Inasanto, who was
Dana
Yeah.
Santo.
who was one of Bruce Lee's guys.
Yeah, we
Okay.
all know that.
And Inasanto is one of the top Kali guys
Right.
ever.
So
No,
you
he
d-
actually
so-
does Jeet Kune Do.
Jeet Kune Do, but he is an expert in Kali as well.
So you.
No, Jeet Kune Do.
So you.
Yeah, he teaches JKD, but he is also a Kali guy.
Listen, if you're gonna start throwing around really technical abbreviations, I got to drop out of this. I can't keep up with that.
Yeah, my
Okay,
brain's
hold
swelling.
on. So you see this guy in the corner, and you grab your stick.
No.
And you just start doing it with
No,
him.
no.
Oh, okay.
No, he trains the
sounded
boat
so wrong.
mechanic that I work with.
Of course. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay.
So
Because the way they're going to occupy Venice is they're coming through the waterway.
Ooh,
one
that's
if by
good.
one if by land, 2 if by sea.
with sticks.
Yeah, with sticks.
No, but Kali is it's relaxing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're just doing that.
Often when I'm getting beat over the head by a stick, it's very relaxing.
No, the kata, the patterns when you're doing these, it's just like
But is it similar to the Midwestern martial art that you showed me here? Is it the same? No, it's different, right?
it's a different, yeah.
Right.
But there's a lot of similarities to kung fu in it.
Right. But you like you like sticks. You're good with sticks. You're a stick man.
Yeah.
You're not a sword dude.
No, stick. The stick is the friendly version of a sword. I love sword.
Right. That's what I tell all the cops. Could have been a sword,
This
dude.
is the friendly version of a sword.
Pretty much.
Brilliant.
I'm just a little curious. Like, when the shit goes down, how well is the sword gonna do in like where we live in this day and age?
It's not the sword that prevails.
What does?
The person behind it.
That's right.
Yeah, but when a bunch of gang members pull up on you and they've got Uzis and AK-47s and you've got your
You know what they're gonna
saber-
say?
And you've got your
They're
saber.
gonna say, "Hop in, Hour. We know you. You're one of us.
Oh,
Come along."
so you're using your fame.
Yeah.
Your fame is the stick that you're going to beat everybody over the head with.
I don't need guns.
Right. Right.
I would love to see a gang fight where they all get out and they're drive-by shooting, and Jason's out of the sunroof with a sword, and he's like,
Go.
"By the power of our."
So that's your plan for when everything goes down.
No, I don't think everything's gonna go down.
You
Right.
told me it was. You said the apocalypse was upon us.
Apocalypse means vision. It means revealing. It's not even. It's a misnomer for what people use it for.
Jason, let me tell you my plan. You decide if you want to be any part of this, right? I'm assembling a team that I will later betray, but I'll tell you that later.
You're gonna have another splinter group.
Yeah, another. There's gonna be double. There's gonna be inside a group, inside the group.
What about cellular? That's a good structure.
Cellular, yeah, it's a
Cellular.
great structure. So here's my plan.
Let's hear this.
I have a Zodiac, right? backpack, Zodiac, bicycle. Waterway is going to be the only way out of here. Shoot my way down Venice to get to the water. Zodiac, camp out Catalina. That's where I regroup. That's where I betray everybody. Then I go back up north. Are you in?
Here's the thing.
I need somebody that can paddle.
Oh, I'm Viking. I can paddle, motherfucker.
There you go.
I can row. I can paddle.
And you're not afraid of being left for dead on an island later on.
And rape and pillage.
But here, you want to kick me to the next step because I'm good at raping and pillaging too. No, but honestly, Catalina's a good move because
Thank you.
Because
I knew I was right.
Because it's a big enough place that you can get to ground that would survive any kind of like tsunami event or anything like that.
It's high enough ground.
There's livestock out there.
So there's resources.
There's resources.
Great white fishing. Great white
yeah,
shark hunting.
it's a big enough place. You wouldn't actually have to leave it.
What if you get attacked? What if you get attacked on Catalina? Are you able? It seems like there's too much area around it. Are you going to be able? There's like a few harbors, but are you going to be able to maintain the entire island?
If you can control the main assets on that island,
right?
You'll be all right.
Usually, when Jason's asked to be part of a group, the first thing he asks is if craft services are involved. He loves craft services.
I love craft services.
Are you going to be?
Well, lunch meats travel well because they're cured, so that's what will be set.
Lunch meats, deli meat, but
deli meat.
You don't realize the advantage you have to having him in your splinter group. He is a professional barista, and you guys will have coffee every morning.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Coffee's
another added bonus.
Yeah.
And what's weird is that coffee that cats poop out doesn't taste good.
What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
Excuse me, I know exactly what he's talking about. Please continue on your road.
It's like it's way overpriced for what it is. I had actually tried it. It's not all that.
Lindsay, is it?
Yeah.
When a man comes to the rope and wants to hang himself, you don't stop him. Here's what I like to do.
But a rich man will sell you the rope to hang him with, right?
I don't know what that means.
No. Something religious.
Here's what I like to do. This is going so well. I like to come back later on, way later, and I think what I should do is I should interview people, especially Jason. You can bring some people of my getaway group. We can interview potential people.
Yes.
For our
Am I
getaway
in?
group.
I'm in your getaway group?
You're
Of course.
definitely in.
Fuck
Yeah.
Woo! Congratulations.
Now listen, if you can
Can I
establish.
claim that publicly?
Yes, you can.
No,
claim
why
that.
would you do that? You don't want people
Tell
to know
everybody where we're
going to
be?
No, I won't tell him where.
No, but what we need you
We're
to
launching from Marina Del Rey.
Dude, this guy, he's got 3 shows out there. He'll probably be able to pull it off.
Listen,
We can survive the apocalypse with him.
Jason, what we need you to do, you need to go on a recon mission already. Like next week, if we buy you a ticket to Catalina on the slow ferry, because it's expensive to
off-season.
put you on the fast one.
Is there Wi-Fi on the boat?
You don't have anything
do you
that's
have?
Wi-Fi
Doesn't
capable.
have a laptop.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna go over and you're gonna set everything for us. Like, can you build ask Devlin? He'll show you how to build a tree stand.
He's hunting right now.
I know. Just call him and say, "Hey, I need to build a tree stand."
Actually, it's weird. He's hunting and he answers his phone. I called him. He's like out in the
Imagine
woods.
Is that
that.
a jab at Eddie?
No. I called Devlin yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm out in the woods with my family." Like he's hunting animals. What? I noticed Shapiro doesn't have a microphone this week. Why is that?
Are you mad at Jesse?
Nah.
Oh,
he
I'm
was
sorry.
mad. He was-
Oh no! Look what happened.
I don't.
Don't look at me.
You know what, Eddie?
He was mad about the shirts.
I wasn't mad about the shirts. Actually, I was hurt about the
What
shirts.
happened with the shirt?
Wait, I thought Karate Dude's bruised on the inside.
That's called hurt.
Oh, okay. Go
I was
ahead.
hurt. Yeah.
What
Sorry.
happened with the
Can
shirt?
Jesse come in your group to Catalina?
It's Adam's group. It's not my group.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a splinter
Jesse,
group of Adam's group.
Yeah, Jesse, what do you offer his splinter group? Not my group. Don't sell me. Sell Jason. What do you offer?
Nothing. I want nothing to do with him.
Really?
Sorry.
Dude, the apocalypse speaks kindly of the chosen.
Here come the Jew jokes.
I would have Jesse in my apocalypse group.
Rockpocalypse, right? Play any instruments?
I can play some piano.
That's all we need. We need a piano on the Zodiac. Play some harsh chords.
There you
Get us
go.
over to Catalina.
You're not taking Jason in the Zodiac, though.
No.
How are you?
I'll be over there already. You're
Yeah.
sending me tomorrow.
How are you getting there? No, but you got to come back.
You
and tell us.
know it.
Yeah,
Jason, go to Catalina and wait there for their instructions.
All right, what we do is we get a pigeon from here.
Right.
Right? One of the
I like
ones
this
that's
already.
always around the coffee shop. I'm sure there's a couple we could recognize.
Have you named
We just
them?
have not
You want to
yet.
make sure you recognize the pigeons because you want somebody a cool one. You
No,
don't want a
no,
bad
what you want to
dude.
know is that you
Is this
get-
dude cool?
What you want to know is that you grab a pigeon that's like from the patch area,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I'll take it with me.
Right.
and then I'll write a message on the pigeon,
Right.
and then it'll end up back at the coffee shop.
But what if it ends up somewhere else and reveals all your plans?
That's not my problem. I'm already at the zone of win.
The
That's
zone
right.
of win.
I couldn't think of what to say, and that's what I said.
Disclaimer.
The zone of win.
That's as good as anything to say.
Hey, everybody.
I understood the concept of what I wanted to express.
Now, when you get to Catalina, is there going to be a couch there for you to live on?
It's camping.
Oh, you're going to camp.
Nature's a couch.
How are you?
There's another T-shirt.
I like sleeping outside in the open when I go camping.
So, don't you feel kind of stupid that you've just revealed that you're going to be in Catalina and that's your apocalypse?
I'm
place?
really not going to Catalina.
Really? Where are you going?
I'm going to a cave system.
Where's your?
Yes, going
course,
underground.
of course.
Why wouldn't you?
There won't be Wi-Fi there, though. You understand that, right?
Not
Yeah,
good, not
but
good
it's-
Wi-Fi.
But it's like 58 degrees all year round.
Right.
Radiation
Right.
free.
No light.
No light.
Yeah.
But you know,
That'll be good when you're raping the girls that you drag back there like a caveman.
the hills have hours.
You make your own taglines, don't you? You have all that
He
time.
sure does. where are these caves that you're going to go hide in?
A couple hours away.
Where?
I'm not saying.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna blow 2 fucking safety zones.
yeah, thanks for blowing mine, dude. I'll find you in your caves.
Yeah, you'll leave a trail of something.
The best thing about caves
A
is they
trail. He's going to put it on his website.
Yeah, right? He's gonna blog. He's gonna.
If you want to come hang out with me
Yeah, a web
during the apocalypse, I'm gonna be here.
Funny thing is, there could be an apocalypse, and the shit could be going down, and Jason could have this cave system, and he'd be like, "I got Wi-Fi, I got lights, I got food. Devlin brought me tons of deer meat. I got it all going
Yeah,
on.
it's under your house.
Who's this here?" And he'd be like, "This is the best place ever," and everybody'd be like, "I'd rather die."
I'm gonna sit here and wait for the flood.
Devlin's bringing us some deer meat.
Is that going to be good for the apocalypse?
It's gonna be good whenever.
Really?
Oh man, Jackson made some deer loin one night. It was amazing.
Jackson is Jason's go-to guy whenever anything comes to food.
Oh, he's the man.
I like all these names, by the way. Jackson, Devlin, Haas.
He sounds so cool.
Jason speaks,
Timer.
He speaks on a.
I'm part of the Outsiders. Did you know that?
Really?
Devlin.
No, I wanted to.
You wanted to be an out, or you wanted? Were you?
You wanted to live in a cave and be part of the Outsiders?
No, the
That's
Outsiders.
inside.
You know,
with Ralph
against the
Macchio? You were a
Socs, yeah.
greaser. You were a greaser.
The greaser, yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
I was a
group.
Soch.
I know.
I would have beat the
You
fuck
had
out
Miss
of you.
Pac-Man. Of course, you were so.
I told you that was for my cancer brother.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That
who's
does CrossFit every day.
Hi. Okay, we can keep the show going, Jason. You don't have to act like a tard when someone walks in the room.
You were talking. I was listening.
No, you weren't. You were staring at someone like, oh, another person.
No, I
can
just
bother.
zoned out.
Didn't you say something about there being a rope and Jason killing himself? What happened to that? I thought you
Yeah,
said when
were
a
you gonna
guy
have a
comes
rope
with
on
a
the island?
rope.
I
and
was
he's
just
gonna-
watching him. Just watching him. Watching him play with the landmine.
I want to have one of those suicide polls where we all we put up a poll and everybody buys like a block or a month because we're not going to go a whole year.
Oh no! Don't put money on my death.
Not you, Duke.
Oh,
I've been watching Duke.
that's really hurtful.
Look at him.
We talked about this in the car,
I know. I'm sorry.
and I said I really don't like it, and it hurts.
Oh my god.
I think if we
Hey, Lindsay, we're not all sociopathic towards animals, okay?
listen, if
Just because I don't aim pigeons, okay?
I guarantee if we taped razor blades to Duke's paws,
I'm sorry.
that he would slit his wrists. I guarantee it. I bet my life on it.
I don't think Duke has a wrist.
Well, wherever he could find a vein that will squirt enough blood, he will, or an artery or something, Duke will kill himself.
Duke is like Eeyore. He's a real life Eeyore.
If we put him on a cliff, he will jump off.
You know, one of the things that my friend Hal taught me, who was a physicist.
name.
Another cool
A
friend
physicist.
name.
He said that when you feel sorry for someone or you kind of pity an individual or you like the way you are towards Duke, you're actually projecting more negativity onto that being, and you're helping create more of that. Better
So you're saying we're killing Duke.
The more you
right
know.
now by saying these things and thinking these things about Duke, you're actually kind of in your own way creating it.
Duke, Duke, I hope you don't rape Jason while he's sleeping with that red thing that comes out 16 inches. He has the longest fucking red lipstick I've
Lily
ever
loves
seen.
Duke's red crayon. She's acting like, no, it's awesome.
It's fucking creepy when it comes out.
Oh, it's Red Rocket?
It's a rager.
Like, dogs have it, but Duke's is different. Duke's is like, he has for what Jason lacks. And it comes out like... It scares everyone in the room. People,
But it like
leave.
comes out on Jason's demand or something. It's like whatever Jason's feeling is what Duke is doing. It's disgusting.
Told you animals, dogs, and humans were symbiotic.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Are they both dying then? I don't get it.
Hopefully, can I put you on that cliff too?
Not soon enough.
Jason, you keep giving me terrible eyes. I don't mean anything that I say.
I know.
I mean everything that I say. I know. Okay.
Wow, this has been a fun episode for you,
Yeah, is
hasn't
this
it?
45 minutes yet, or what are we on?
What are you gonna do? The
Oh,
same
you gotta
thing
go
did? Are
now?
you gonna leave after the first episode?
I mean, a woman's got to eat.
Okay, powder pants.
You
You
ate
always
all
have
of
your
me.
issue with your food. Why don't you eat before the podcast? You know what time it is.
Lindsay, Twitchy's out of town banging kiwis.
That's true. I could stay and do the second one.
Literally, kiwis, the fruit.
Oh God,
Uh,
really? I'm not even ever need to delete that out. Keep that in.
Trolling.
And just let it fester.
I'm trolling.
Yeah, because he's in New Zealand. Get it?
Jason has a thing called trolling.
All
That
right.
when he puts out a joke and it's a terrible joke, he says that's what he was.
That's my
doing.
out. That's my like when I fucking bomb shit. Hey, you know trolling is actually a problem on the internet now. There really is I just saw this last week on the news on Eddie's Cable that
on Eddie's cable.
there's
Please make sure you tell me whose cable it is, because I always get
Eddie's
confused.
couch, Eddie's TV.
Jason, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Most importantly, once you and Adam get off to Catalina,
Right.
and start and like society's just fucking it's just,
Are there any girls in this group?
What?
Oh Jesus, you didn't answer that quick enough.
No, what, is there any girls in the group? I mean,
Yeah,
none that you'll ever see, but yes, there are.
Oh, okay.
when you're basically gonna have to restart society, right?
With Adam De La Pena.
So what
Who else is in this group?
I can't tell you. It's a who's who.
Because you'll obviously
I've been
post
picking
them on
people
your,
for the last 10 years. You know,
And I made it
silently.
tonight.
Yes, you
in
made
one
it tonight.
shot.
Absolutely.
He
no.
doesn't
A
get
decade
full,
of work going into this, and I came in at the 11th hour.
That's right.
He doesn't get full access
The
once you
11th
get to Catalina,
hour.
right? There'll be different chambers. He won't be allowed in certain areas.
It's
right?
gonna be like
won't.
Scientology. You're like at a low level because you won't
You're
have
in.
enough money to donate.
Are you all equals?
No. Why would I do that? That's ridiculous.
Jason, when you get this chance now, you're gonna rebuild society. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna change things?
Jesus, man, that's a lot.
Well,
What would Jesus do?
First, you're going to wear a skank tee on the way there.
Well, here's the thing.
What?
Is one of the problems with society is language.
so you're gonna
And-
devise a new language.
No.
No,
But
his language is gonna have no rhyming.
no, but one of language ultimately is the source of civilization. Like we became people groups because we could communicate to each other. So language evolved over time from people, wherever they evolved.
People groups, continue. Go ahead.
So language defines culture. Like the reason that Germany's Germany is because they speak German. The reason, et cetera,
No,
et cetera.
I think Germany's Germany because they lost World War II.
And they're people groups.
Yeah. Otherwise, they were gonna not be Germany.
Right.
Jason can decode Arabic.
Through Google app.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're making a huge assumption that everybody will have equal power under this thing. No. I'm going to have you in charge of everything.
Well,
so I'm going
as
to put
a-
you in charge of snacks.
Yes.
And
That's going to be your area. Coffee and snacks. There you go.
Actually, I'm really good at that.
There you go. Then
Good
you'll be
at
happy to
snacks
see
and
how
coffee.
I've
He's
already.
really happy right
he
now.
fixed my suitcase today.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
Oh, I can fix stuff too.
He built
Okay,
me a new pull-up bar.
I built a pull-up bar.
Locks and pull-up bars. That's it. Snacks, locks,
He
pull-up
can do
bars,
hair.
coffee.
Adam, he can do hair.
Maybe not.
Not well. Not well.
I
I mean,
remodeled.
look at him. I don't believe it.
Faced the kitchen.
Yeah.
You refaced it?
Yeah, like all the cabinets. I took them apart, sanded them, stripped them down.
Yeah.
Because that's what you need during the apocalypse.
Yeah. I'm going to have a lot of cabinet work, actually, so that's going to be good.
Well, you don't want to live in caves forever.
Are you a tile guy?
I've done tile.
There you go.
Don't
Good.
believe him.
Good.
No,
Don't
I
believe
did.
it.
I remodeled my own house.
I'd love to see it.
It was actually I have
If
pictures.
it's still standing.
I have pictures. They're in a storage box at Devlin's house, but I actually have
I
pictures
gotta meet
of
this
that
Devlin
house.
guy. You love
I like that you specifically know where they are. Like
Well,
the
because we made an
pictures
issue of it that I left a poop in a box back at his house, and
Mhm. Oh, I knew it was something with you.
I want to go back to how you're going to recreate society.
I think society should be left to evolve on its own.
Okay, but there's only going to be like 10 of you. How are you going to procreate? Are you going to fuck everything?
Well, not in Adam's group because there's going to be no girls.
No, there are going to be girls. You don't have access to them.
Then what does it matter?
Well, what are you going to do? How are you going to take care of that?
Kill Adam and all of his friends?
Do you see why you don't take him to Catalina?
No, do you see why I do? No, because they kept their mouth shut about that plot. See, he told me that plot, so guess who's not making it to Catalina? That's why he's good in the group.
Do you understand how we're sending you to Catalina next week? And he's really going to be in the Channel Islands off Santa Barbara, and that's where his real getaway is. And you're going to be the only man on that island alone
With a bunch
no
of
boat.
sheep. That's not bad. It's all fucking sheep and
Dimers.
cattle.
No,
I'll be all right.
No, it's going to be you, sheep, and cattle, and no boats. And we know you can't swim, so you're going to be
I'm a
stuck on that
fantastic
island.
swimmer.
No, you're not. And then
I was a junior lifeguard, dude. I wasn't always fat.
even when you were a junior, you were extra large, so you weren't a junior.
No, they called it Huskies.
Okay, so you're going to create this new half breed of half sheep, half man.
Sheep tar.
A sheep tar.
Like a centaur, but it's a sheep tar.
You
Duh.
can do whatever you
A
want.
sheep tar.
You'll be fine.
It'll be Hmong offspring. Sheep
As long
tards.
as you paddle us there, you'll be fine. Do whatever you want.
When he says paddle, they're tying a rope to you, and you're swimming the boat there
Yeah.
because you were a junior lifeguard.
Yeah. You're gonna get your merit
Actually, I had
badge
to
for
do one of
the
those
25-mile
long
swim.
ass swims behind a boat to get the certification.
That was I don't.
Did you bang a bunch of sheep afterwards? or-
Wait, was this in Cincinnati?
No, this was in New Hampshire.
Where were you?
The
in New
rocky
Hampshire?
coast of New Hampshire.
Where
Well,
were?
this was actually in the lakes.
This feels like a lie.
No, it was at Camp Dakota. It's where I went to camp when I was a
Okay.
kid every year for a month.
Was this the camp with Jerry Sandusky?
Takodah.
Eh,
Dakota.
Forget it.
Dakota. There you go. There you go. Camp Dakota. But it's not Utah. It's New Hampshire. New Hampshire. There you go.
Oh, because there's one in Utah also.
I guess that's exciting.
You went to the Splinter group.
Yeah, I went to
Splinter
the
camp.
Yeah. So that place had a very instrumental effect on my development. And there you go.
Yeah.
This is how it goes.
Nothing better for podcasting than database era.
What does it say about Jason Hour? Error 404. Forbidden.
Let's load more stuff on websites.
Yeah, that should be your name.
But there it is.
404.
There it is. Richmond, New Hampshire. So
I don't see a lake.
That was a YMCA camp, and they had a very
Look on the map. There's a lake. Let's see how big that
Camp
lake
Dakota's
is.
on a lake. It's a good sized lake. So
When you say you swam behind the boat, were you just chasing them?
do
Was there a mutiny?
He's done.
you know what a horn pout
Yeah.
is?
A horror or a horror pout?
Hey, who likes karate?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I just remember because in that lake, what the fuck was the name of that lake?
You like patches? Put them all over.
You could catch what they call catfish all over.
They
the
call
rest of-
catfish. I don't. Yeah.
But the indigenous word is horn pout, and that's what they use up there.
From the indigenous people, that's what they called it?
Yeah, in New Hampshire they call it horn pout.
Don't you have another association with the indigenous people? Didn't you manage that?
I used to manage no, I didn't manage. What I did was I collated and filled, Excel spreadsheet stuff. Hold on, Shapiro, for the Oglala Sioux tribe.
Stab it.
Did you know this?
No, I did not know this.
What I learned from the Oglala Sioux tribe is that everybody could be a part of their pension plan.
Really?
That were about as crooked as fuck. Almost as crooked as the Schmuckers and all the other fucking Yoders. What's up?
Wait.
What? Are you
Can we just tell them about
criticizing
the-
jelly right now?
Schmucker, they're all Amish and Mennonite. They also have
Eddie,
lots
just
of money.
talk to him about the bunnies. Tell him the bunny story.
Which
It's okay, Lenny. Come on.
Horizontal stripes make you look fat.
Jason, something went wrong tonight.
Yeah, he's
Whatever
really mad
we-
at Jesse.
whatever
Give
weed
Jesse
you
a mic.
smoked-
We need to talk about this.
Whatever weed you smoked, something funny.
Hang on. Why is Jesse and Jason fighting?
I'm
What's
not
going
fighting with
on?
Jesse.
Same
What?
reason you and Lolita are fighting.
But that's the thing. We're not fighting.
We're trying to convert that into a scissor fuck.
Okay, first of all, she's way too tall. I'm very petite.
No, you could go clip to clip.
Yeah.
That was the episode title.
Her clip may like grab on too, you know?
I
Why?
can see that.
She's like half Vulcan or something, or Klingon. I don't know.
Jason, are you fighting with this guy that I don't know his name?
No. You should know his name
Why should I know his name?
because he knows everybody.
He didn't know my name. I shook his hand when he walked in the door.
Jesse Shapiro.
Who didn't know your name?
You.
Wait, what do you call Jesse?
What's your name again?
What do you call
There we
Jesse
go.
when he's not here?
The Jew. But that might be ripping off Adam by mistake. Is there a character, the Jew, in your old show?
No.
There was like,
No, because I'm not racist.
Such a kiss ass.
you had that show Minority Team.
Yeah?
That's pretty racist.
No.
No,
nothing
it's
but-
actually empowering.
I love Jews. Are you kidding me?
Kiss Jesse. Kiss Jesse. Kiss Jesse.
Wait, no, I
I'd
want to
kiss
get
him.
Why?
Not
him.
on the mouth though.
Why
Where are
are
you
you,
gonna kiss him?
Jesse? Why are you fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, there's any number of reasons I could pick, but just why do you think you're fighting? Because he's not fighting with you because he's a karate dude. He bruises on the inside.
I'm just hurt.
Yeah. Oh, you're just hurt. Yeah.
He ruined 30.
Something about t-shirts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last episode,
Okay.
Jason had 30 shirts that he had made, and they were put right here, and I took them all and put them all over the kitchen and other random places around the house.
How's that ruining them though?
Well,
Exactly. It wasn't. He's
because
just
there's dust all over those cabinets and it fucking got black
Oh.
smears all over them.
Oh, okay.
Well, the fans are gonna expect that
All right.
from you anyway.
And then Jesse fucking banged the only fucking chick that talked to me in the last 2 months.
Oh.
Right there.
Now, if I had to pick between the two,
Even in horizontal stripes.
He peeled her off, dude. The fucking dude, like this hot chick comes in, she's with her friend who just got back from Afghanistan, right?
even if Jesse
it's
was
Veterans
here-
Day, and Jesse was just in dick mode. He just dicked everybody. Dick.
What?
wait.
Listen, I
okay.
have news for you. Even if Jesse was here, she wasn't gonna fuck you.
Yeah. Was there any other people around
Even if
watching this?
even if every one of us wasn't here, she wasn't gonna fuck you.
I'm,
Even if you were on your island in Catalina with her, she wasn't gonna fuck you.
that's true.
Jesse, that T-shirt thing was a dick move.
Yeah. Apocalypse friend zone.
Yeah. The other thing, that's just water under the bridge. But the T-shirt thing, man, those are T-shirts.
Yeah.
They're gonna get
overhead.
dirty. I don't know how you're gonna wash them. Maybe like in
Yeah.
a washing machine.
Well,
But who
you
has
wash
that
them
nowadays?
and they don't have that like fresh from the factory fold anymore.
Right.
Again,
and
you know?
nobody's gonna expect a fresh from the
exactly.
factory fold
Exactly.
if they're buying something.
Your-
from
That was
you.
almost a triple iteration if we didn't have the in it.
Man,
Wherever
another.
you're selling them, you're gonna be covered in some kind of
See what I
fucking.
deal with?
Yeah, I know. This is-
Are you on medication or off medication or what's going on here? There's like
I'm holding my pee and it's making me anxious. That's why.
he's on the medication that makes him tell the truth.
Jason, you know when you sell those T-shirts, which you're gonna sell. What's the bet? I don't think you're gonna sell 10.
10.
Okay. When you sell those shirts, when they come to people with smudges, shit stains, dust all over them, people are gonna go, oh, just as
Oh
I
no!
expected."
Here's the deal though. The ones that Jesse fucked up
Yeah.
are going to be for the live show and any other kind of engagements that I might be a part of.
Right.
And so
And those will all be autographed.
So
and
those are already
personalized.
gone.
Wait.
So the autograph will offset what the fuck he did to him.
Right.
Let me ask
The
you a
other
question. though.
shirts,
Wait, let me ask you
though-
a question. Let me ask you a question. Most importantly, how much money did you invest into these shirts?
Yes, that is.
I have a deal with Fine Southern Gentlemen actually.
What is the deal?
They created a channel for me on their website
Right.
where I have the Hour of Power shirts available, and we're just gonna see how it goes.
So
So
when
I
you-
got terms with them, and they said, they created the portal for me to sell the shirts through their site, so they handle all the shipping, all the everything,
right.
Right.
and they're letting me.
So when,
like a work
when
program.
Jesse was betraying you, you just saw dollar bills being hidden all over the
Or
house and
ripped up.
smudged and ripped. Right. That's just money. You just saw money, cash money.
Yeah.
Now he's
Yeah.
never seen money.
Fine Southern Gentlemen sounds way too legitimate.
Can we go to Fine Southern
Oh,
Gentlemen?
they're a
for you to
fantastic
be a
company.
part-
They're a great company.
There's
They-
absolutely no way.
How are you a part
That's
of
why.
it?
That's why I'm finding this hard to believe. They are the ones that make the T-shirts for the show. I don't know how he got a hold of them.
It
I don't know
sounds way
how he
too
has their
legit.
email, but he somehow got a hold of them. and got them to make these T-shirts. I don't know.
I'll
what
tell you how
the
he got a
agreement-
hold of him. You don't password protect your computer.
Jack,
He doesn't.
find out if on their show or on their page if there is an Hour of Power.
Oh, you can link through it from my hourofpower.com actually right now,
Oh my God.
which will be actually before this show is done. Hourofpower.com. Just go hourofpower.com.
Yeah, just go to ourpower.com.
You know,
It's a
Come
URL.
on.
It's a U. What do you?
you haven't
what's wrong with
you haven't bookmarked this.
There you go. I miss for taco.
Welcome to the Hour of Power.
Oh, that's how you spell hour?
Oh, you got it back from Luke.
You know he's gonna be here Saturday. I'm hanging out with him.
Yeah, well, we'll see if I get this webpage back. Jason had the webpage and was talking about it. I'm like, you can't buy Hour of Power. You don't have money to buy it. He goes, Luke's going to buy it for me. So I called Luke and I said, give me the website. And Luke gave it to me. And then Luke put on it.
You like having Jim and Eddie talk shit, right? .com,
Yeah?
which is like we've put a year of branding.
Right,
Okay,
right, right.
yeah, just
Is this a
leave Hour
threat
of
coming
Power
from
alone.
you?
Jason, we have money. We'll just start another one. You can't.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a headache.
That's it. I'm destroying your website tonight. Your
please-
T-shirts are available.
Please
Wow.
don't. Please don't destroy
Oh,
my
no one's
website,
going. Will you
Eddie.
relax? God.
It makes me, I don't
So
know. He has this
annoying.
look in his eye sometimes. It looks like he means it.
What? You think I'm really going to destroy your website tonight?
Well, you make me want. You want me to feel like.
No, he just wants you to
believe
kill
you.
yourself so he can have his couch back. That's what he wants. That's all he wants.
No, I don't want this couch back. I want this area back. This couch is going to be burned in the street.
Yeah. Well, a new couch.
I'm not the one that ruined that
And
couch.
you know what's going to be the kindling wood to make this couch go up? Your T-shirts.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Duke's bones or something. Sorry.
No, Duke's going to be on the couch.
Viking funeral.
Nice. That's what I'm going to give you on the island. Respect.
Are you gonna start it with an arrow launch? Like a traditional
I'm not going to
one?
be there. I'm going to be halfway up the coast by then. My minions will tell me about it.
With all the women in cured meat.
Yeah, yeah,
All those guys from the arcade are gonna follow you out to Catalina.
exactly.
You and your
Be
fucking
on.
sheep will be there.
Yeah.
My sheep tars.
How long would you go before you fuck a sheep?
Instantly. He would wait. He would
On the
waste no
swim
time.
over.
I've heard it's amazing. I don't know.
What do you
Oh my
mean?
God.
What do you mean?
Well, isn't there a rumor that sheep's vaginas are just like
No,
human, or
there isn't a rumor like that at
Then
all.
why? Then why
I'm
are,
sorry. What is the rumor that there's a fleece lining on a sheep's vagina?
That's Lalit. Hey, Jason, really?
You're like a miracle that never happened.
I'm sorry. Is that directed at me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Did that make any sense at all?
No.
No.
Jason,
That's another T-shirt, though.
Yeah.
That's money in the bank.
I want to know how long you would.
Unless this dude takes the T-shirts and
Oh, I'm gonna fuck him up.
I want to know how long till you fuck a sheep.
Never.
No, if you're over there.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Civilization
I
is
can
gone.
No. Here's the deal. I only believe in consensual sex.
Okay.
And an animal, I don't think ever has
That's
that
why he's not
opportunity
getting
to actually
laid.
make that kind of choice. I don't
Right.
think it's right to put that on an animal.
Okay.
So I'd rather just jerk off.
In the animal's face.
That's still assault.
He's so serious. His face is so serious right now.
Oh, Jason. What if we had the glory hole box and there was a sheep in there?
No.
You won't play.
No way.
Sounds like you like to fuck them.
I wouldn't know.
But you said they're vaginas. You made up a rumor.
Well, I've heard that, something.
Who did
some
you
animal.
hear
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
from, Jason?
I used to live in the Midwest.
Everybody talks about it there.
They call it-
Midwest Kung Fu. Yeah, Kung Fu. Go ahead. And keep going. Use your words. We talked about this.
I really have to pee. Are we done?
Yeah.
No.
Good. We haven't mentioned this in my show yet. That's great.
Can we? I've been trying to segue into it, but you would rather pick on me than segue.
I'm not picking on
into-
you. I'm interested in your Kung Fu. I've done nothing but show interest in you.
Can you tell us
invited
about
you.
your show?
I invited you on my quest.
You played
for
D&D
survival.
growing up.
What?
You played Dungeons and Dragons.
That's not a segue.
You know who Gary Gygax is.
You want me to do it? Yes, I know who Gary Gygax is. He
Exactly.
was actually on my other show.
So
And he's
Really?
Gonna,
yeah.
And
I
he's,
thought he died.
Nice research. He died right after he did my show.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's an awesome
Fantastic,
dude. Now listen, you want me to show you how to do segue? Let's do it. I'm going to talk about karate, your martial arts. You just talk to me. I'll show you how to do segue. Ready? Just talk about anything you want, and I'll segue into your karate.
Hi Adam. How are you?
Jason, how's it going?
Good.
What have you been up to?
Kung Fu.
See? I didn't even have to do it. That's how good I am at segues. Yes. I led you into the tiger trap and you fell right in. You're gonna be great on my army.
When you get on the island, will you talk about his show?
There won't be any shows.
Oh, we're taking my show on the island. Yeah. We're gonna broadcast it. Your Dungeon, My Dragon. That's the only website that's gonna be left going. Your Dungeon, My Dragon.
Where can people see your show?
You can see it on Xbox Live. If you have Xbox Live, it's right there.
Do we have
all over
Xbox
the place.
Live?
We do have Xbox Live. It's fantastic.
Isn't it? It's the best ever.
I can't wait till Halo 5 comes out.
Fuck Halo 5. What about Adam's show?
Your Dungeon, My Dragon.
You can go to yourdungeonmydragon.com and see it. It's about I have a villain called Devious Most Evilous. I think you'll like. He wants to rule lower Earth, but he also wants to spend most of his time just looking for guitar chords that he hasn't.
Nice.
Sounds like
yet.
Jason a bit.
There you go. And then we have the good guys like Kill the Brobarian and
I think we'd have fun if we hung out.
And check this out.
Oh my God.
Jason, this one's for you. It's a show, but it's also a video game. So look at his eyes light up.
No, this is
holy hell.
Wait, stop.
This guy.
Stop for 1 second. You don't understand. When I explained your show to Jason today, his eyes lit up earlier because it upset him because this has been Jason's idea forever.
No, it's not my idea.
And Adam,
my idea.
you stole Jason's
No.
idea.
Actually, Adam, right now I'm going to pitch you on something.
Okay.
Because you're a successful guy. You know how to get a show sold.
Jason,
you know what you're doing.
Should you do this on
Jason,
radio?
maybe you should take Jesse with you because he's Jewish.
Yeah, of course.
Take him on the pitch.
He's here right now.
I know. So,
hi, Jesse. You want to come with me on this pitch?
Jump into my mind, Jesse.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Have him open the door.
Because I pitched him on Jesse, could you set up an appointment with Adam De La Pena, please? I'd like to.
Ring. Is Adam De La Pena available?
Yes, I answer my own phones. Who's this?
This is a Jewish person.
Fantastic. Do you want to have a meeting with me about Kung Fu or a pitch?
I'm actually going to come in with my non-Jewish friend. Is it okay if I bring
What's
him?
his name?
His name is the Hour of Power. The Golden Goose.
Mm-hmm. What else? Does he have any other names?
The closer.
The closer.
The closer?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I'm very interested. Put him on the phone immediately.
Go.
Hi, Adam. This is Jason. How are you doing today?
Do you go by any other names?
Sometimes I'm called the Pontiff. The Asperger Wonder.
The sheep fucker.
Well, enough about me, but what I'd like to talk to you about
I like that humble.
I have an idea.
No small talk.
And I think it's kind of like, it may actually be a good augmenting program for what you already got out there with your show that's doing amazing
right
now.
You mean my show, Your Dungeon, My Dragon?
Yeah,
Your Dungeon everywhere on the internet?
Yeah, exactly.
The Juggernaut, which is Your Dungeon, My Dragon?
So I was an avid gamer for a long time myself. I had a level 80 paladin in the World of Warcraft.
That's nothing. That's nothing to shake a stick at.
No. I was good.
See what I did there with the stick thing? I included your karate.
I was very good at the arena deal. Anyways, what I wanted to do was actually take all the voice chat, because I used to go on these long ass raids with people, and there'd be all this VoIP stuff going on.
Yeah.
And just the insane shit that people say in these raids is fucked up. It's hilarious, a lot of it.
Right.
So I thought a good idea would be actually just roll tape on those, record those conversations, and then animate those, cut those into something relevant, create some kind of arc.
Adam, this is your secretary. You have another call.
Put him through.
And that's how it's done in Hollywood, everybody.
Jesse,
thanks for listening.
Jesse, the agent, you can go through to Adam. Do you have any other clients?
I don't, and we'll only charge you $100 million for that idea, Adam.
Double sold.
I was really.
Can I pay you in deli meats?
Of course.
Can he have
my other idea was a gay deli. Actually, I had an idea for a gay deli in West Hollywood.
It's like every day is Christmas.
I'm not.
That's
for
the
Jason.
same idea as your World of Warcraft idea.
I'm not gay, but I think outside the box.
You like meat.
No, that was
That's
the
another
name.
T-shirt, by the way. I think outside the box. I like meat.
I'm not gay, but I like meat.
That was actually, I was going to call it MEET, meat, right?
Right.
And it was
I know how to spell meat.
MEAT, right?
Whoa, there's two spellings?
Yeah.
Wait,
So
how do you
there
spell?
might even be an METE.
How do you spell gym? Like the place you go to work out? JIM, right?
No, that's GYM.
What?
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So a gay deli in West Hollywood.
Hold on, let me
How do you
call
spell
it
gay?
Let me
GHEY?
stop you right there. What about a show that just reveals these spelling things, like these mystery spelling words that are like you can double.
Yeah,
them
it's
up.
called English as a Second Language. It's probably on YouTube.
Don't get angry.
Yeah.
It's never good in a pitch.
You're losing the pitch.
I
Right?
was
Oh.
hoping you were going to end the show before he actually gave.
No.
That would've been
Think
really
about
funny.
it. Meat, MEET, and it's a gay deli.
Right.
Obviously, it's a play on the word meat and meat, right?
Adam, this is your secretary. would you like?
And all the guys are-
would you like to talk to the Jew again?
I would like to hear only shows about karate. Jason, let me pitch you a show that I want you to do. Okay?
Can he put it on his website?
Yes. Okay. Here's the show. You use your karate.
I'm gonna do this now.
Okay. This is what it is. You walk around Venice with a bag of sticks.
I do that already.
Okay. So it's a documentary then. And you walk around with a bag of sticks like Kane in Kung Fu, right?
I love that show.
I knew you would. And you go around solving people's problems.
Can I just request one thing?
Yeah,
one
sure.
thing.
I fixed Eddie's suitcase today.
I just want to be a network executive. I just want to throw in a little wardrobe thing. Can Jason wear Duke's cone on his head?
Yes, it gives him that edge. So you walk around Venice, and so that could be the first episode. It could be called "I Fixed This Suitcase Today."
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a great one.
And then at the end,
He just looked at me and goes, "We should do this."
yeah.
This is actually good.
So you go around, right, Venice, and you fight. You get into
No,
brawls.
I don't fight.
Oh, you
Hold
lost.
on, listen to me.
We have friendly matches.
You find with your mind.
This pitch,
All right.
Got it?
you're losing the pitch.
And at the end of every episode, you bet a beautiful woman, of course, every episode. But that at the conclusion of every episode, you realize what you've done, and it's not good enough, and you die. But
Oh.
you come back in the next episode because you're Kung Fu believe in reincarnation. And then we recast you in the second one and somebody else.
And he haunts Jim.
Is this SAG or after?
Both.
He's got his out for this.
Can we shoot this?
Sure.
You're gonna die in the first episode.
I have to pee.
And
Who's gonna bet him?
that's what you do. You start every episode and somebody picks a fight with you.
I
Listen,
bet a women before I die.
you
Don't
somebody
look at
picks
me.
a fight with you, right? And then you look at them and you go, I don't want to fight. Very humbly, I have to pee. And then they kind of say, you're not from around here. And then you explain to them you actually are. You're from Venice. And everybody's saying you. And then they pick a fight, but you fight them with your mind. Then you bed the woman, and then you die.
All right.
Then we recast you, episode 2, somebody else. What do you say? Yes?
Ask
Well,
his
you're pointing again on an audio program.
Sure, everybody wants it. I'll do a pilot.
Do you
All
want?
right.
Wait! What? You're gonna make a deal without your agent?
I don't have an agent.
Well, he's
I
right
got
there.
fucking fired already.
Yeah, he didn't close the last
Nicely
two.
Still on the line.
The last two
played.
pitches he failed.
He's still on the line.
Those were good ideas, and he didn't fucking sell them.
I'm
It's
gonna
not my
I'm
fault.
gonna bring in Ernie. He's gonna be your manager.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he
so
collects money.
you're
Look
in.
at him. You're gonna say he fucking. Where's my 15%?
That actually won't cost that much. All you need to do is pay the hooker that'll fuck Jason, and that's it.
I like that you're gonna give your manager 15% when they're going is 10.
That's because I drink.
So you're expecting me? You're gonna tell your manager, listen, I'm gonna be in a lot of
Look,
scraps.
when I go into the
You're gonna-
shitter,
Yeah,
that
you're-
15% will come back and be like, that fucker, he's a fuck up, but
Yeah.
he was giving me 15%.
Yeah,
All right.
it's airplane get me out of wherever I am money. I got it. All right, so we're gonna do that.
I think you got a show, Jason.
All right, let's do it.
Another winner.
Can I go pee now?
Nope. No, we're gonna end the show, but you can't pee.
I gotta go.
Too bad. In fact,
Do you play WoW,
hold
Adam?
on. Hold on. What is this a Tuesday or is this a Thursday? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hold you over. We're gonna do a new. We got an idea now for Tuesday's episode.
I really can't hold it anymore.
No, hold on. Tuesday's episode is we're gonna ask you trivia questions, and until you get one right, you can't go pee.
That's not cool.
Yeah. So listen on Tuesday. Ryan Stout will be our guest, and Jason Hour will be here, and he will not have peed.
I have to go. I'm sorry.
No, we're not going to let you.
All right, that's cool.
Then you can't be on the show,
He's gonna
and you
pee.
can't be on the island, and you can't have your TV shows, and we're taking all your sticks.
All of them,
You decide.
What a harsh.
even the ones you
reality.
think are swords.
Yeah.
He thinks they're all swords.
The sword isn't the blade in your hand.
And if you go up to pee,
it's your mind.
if you go up to pee,
It's your heart,
we're gonna stab.
your mind, heart.
We're gonna stab Duke.
All right, cool.
No, you're not going. I will tackle you if you try to pee.
No.
Well, then he's gonna pee on you. That's not
No,
very
he won't.
smart.
All right. I want to thank Adam De La Pena. Your show, Your Dungeon, My Dragon, is on Xbox Live. They can see it now. It's already started. It's out there. Please go play and watch it. And his next show is going to be on there called what do you call in the Jason show?
Oh, the Jason Drifter Show?
Yeah.
remember what we're going to call it?
The Jason Drifter Show.
Bag of sticks.
Bag of sticks.
A bag of sticks and a urinary tract infection. Jason, anywhere you want to tell them you're going to be other than the bathroom?
I'm going to be on the couch through the holidays, watching the dogs for Eddie because he's going to be in Australia touring.
Jim's not going to be here. I'm not going to be here. You're going to be here alone. This is going to be like Catalina.
This can be like every Christmas. And every Thanksgiving.
Ooh, sometimes the truth is not good. You can follow me at Twitter at Adam De La Pena, and you can follow some of the characters on Twitter, like Kill Brobarian and Hork the Nomad, also on Twitter. They're real people.
What are some of their Twitters?
Hork the Nomad's real complicated. It's Hork the Nomad, and Kill the Brobarian is Kill Brobarian. And then the best guy to follow is Devious Most Evilous, and his Twitter handle is Warcula. Warlock, Warcula, and Dracula together. Warcula.
Jason, you going to follow these?
Yep. If I can remember.
Warcula? You can remember that. You remember my name, right?
Well, you and I follow each other on Twitter, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, then.
Does he ever have anything?
You know, I've
interesting
noticed
on
that there's another executive.
We were trying to finish the show. Go ahead, Jason.
Who likes karate?
Good night, everybody.
Talking shit.